Social media has its pros, and I've benefited from a lot of the positives of social media. We use social media for this podcast. Like the reason we can do this and reach guys with this message of healing and just friendship and community is because social media exists. So I will acknowledge that. However, the older I get and the longer I've been around social media, the more I start to wonder if the pros outweigh the cons. And I've been reading just a lot about like how we change as people, and what I've come to find is just neurologically speaking, what we focus on, contemplate, think about, give our attention to is ultimately what shapes who we are. And what social media does is it is choosing what is put in front of you that is going to have a part to play in shaping who you become. So, unfortunately, the way it's set up, if you're a dude who has struggled with pornography and they throw all these videos and pictures of women in front of you, that's going to shape you into a certain type of person who probably has a lustful heart, who's lusting after women, and who stays addicted to pornography. And that's not the case for everybody, but even if you're not looking for that stuff, social media will throw it in front of you just because you're a guy, which is really unfortunate. And on the flip side of that, if you're really into politics and social media is putting all this angry, divisive political posts and political videos on your feed, that's probably going to shape you to become an angry and divisive, political, passionate person. And then I'll even take it to the sports level. If on a sports standpoint, if the only people you watch that cover your team are negative, cynical, and pessimistic, guess what type of fan you're going to be? Negative, cynical, and pessimistic. And if you actually think about it, there's a lot of truth to this. So I think that's the biggest con to social media is you're giving your thought and attention and time to something that is going to shape you, yet you don't get to pick what you're looking at on it. A company is picking, and all they care about is how long your eyes are on the screen because that's how they make money. So they don't care if it harms you or is good for you or not. But on the flip side, I told you guys how much I was on social media last year. So I'm saying this, after a lot of self reflection.